Hello? Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah. Jan?
Yeah.
Oh, the crunch. This crunch. So, yeah, I'm really excited for this run. I see the chips are... So I'm excited to have Zim on the couch.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
I got the duo couch now. So before I start running, I just want to quickly go over. Like,
You always say I don't see you running because I put you on the night shift, so I'm like.
Yeah, thanks, man.
There
So
you go.
the movement in Doom, there's two kinds of movement. Well, three kinds.
Explain while you play. Let's start the timer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can explain too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
you
sure.
can
We got
explain,
this.
Jan. One sec. I just want to. 1 sec.
Oh, nice. No reset, baby. Oh yeah.
Baby.
All right. So yeah, I'm ready when I'll count down, I guess.
Yep.
So ultra violence run. So going in 3, 2, 1.
Go.
All right. So the thing Gab wanted to explain is that in Doom there are two kinds of movement, and the one he's gonna use the most is strafing and diagonal, because the speeds of going forward and in diagonal will stack, and you will cover more distance with it.
Well, it's going forward and strafing sideways. And diagonal, they both stack, so they add to the velocity of Doom Guy.
Exactly, and this kind of movement will let you go over stuff that you wouldn't be.
Like right now, he's squeezing through. He's like, let's go. Oh, we got this.
That was a fast slide. That was a really fast slide.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was good.
This one's pretty hard because in Ultra Violence, there's a lot of enemies and they do a lot of damage.
And
So,
they respawn infinitely.
yeah, so you've got to kill those enemies because otherwise they're just gonna block you and your path. And also these enemies with the machine guns, they have what they call a hit scan, so they don't have projectiles. You cannot dodge their attacks. If they see you and shoot at you, you just lose life instantly.
Yeah, and just to give you an example of how much RNG there is in this game, the shotgunners can do anywhere between 3 and 45 damage per shot.
Oh wow.
So if there's 3 in a room, you're dead.
Almost worse than Apex Legends.
Oh man. Please don't diss my game.
I got a nice little skip there, the blue
Yeah.
key skip. But I misclicked my rockets. I wasted 2 rockets. That was a little unfortunate. In Doom, you really want to count your ammo. It's really important. And because I picked up the partial invisibility and I didn't see that I had the rocket launcher equipped. So that was unfortunate that I wasted 2 shots there, but it's okay.
I got a question for you.
What's the question?
Are we killing John Romero?
Yeah, we definitely killing Don Romero.
Yeah? Oh, that would be great.
John Romero's going down.
I don't wish that in real life, obviously, but
No. We're
in
talking
game.
icon of sin behind the wall.
Yeah.
There's John Romero's head, and you shoot at it.
So I'm at 2% health. Anything will kill me at this point. There you go. That's okay.
It's okay.
Deaths are really normal in this run. Just in this room alone, like I'm kind of taking my time. Like maybe it doesn't look like it, but I'm taking my time. In a PP attempt, usually any death is a reset. Usually. But in a marathon, it's just
Especially in the marathon called NoReset.
keep them coming, you know? The deaths, like, it's... This game, I mean, there's very few people that run this game for a reason, because it's just a mayhem when it comes to the amount of stuff that is out of my control. And there's just a lot of it, so a lot of people don't like that. But I personally like it a lot.
So right now what Gab is doing is, as I said, if you're going diagonally, your speed stacks, and it makes you go over cliffs and holes that normally you wouldn't be able to cross, because you cannot jump in this game. But going so fast makes you able to cross these gaps, and also it makes him, it gives him the possibility to skip some monster spawns. So the key was hidden behind 2 monster spawns, so he went over them so they never spawn, so we can just like finish the level more quickly.
It took so much damage in that room.
Oh man.
Yeah, so the reason why I have to save is because I can't do anything about these projectiles. Like, I mean, they're not projectiles. They're just, they see
Heads
you,
can.
they shoot, there you go. See, like, I just passed it now and I have 100 health. It's just the way the game goes. You can also influence enemy movement. Enemies always will try and follow you across the map, no matter where you are. So sometimes I'll go left, I'll go right. Before opening a door, I'll kind of like do like a movement to the left or the right to kind of like trying to manipulate my enemies, but it doesn't always work. 6th level. Nice little refill of. So over here, I want to try and get this done in one cycle, one elevator cycle. Try and get back. Got it.
Oh, nice.
This elevator ride is very long and tedious. You don't want to. You really want to do it in one cycle.
So I'll be explaining something that you saw earlier, but you will be seeing a lot more in the next levels. At some point, Gab, he squeezed through 2 walls, and this is done by understanding that the fact that your character, its sprite, is it's a box, 32 units by 32 units, and it's on basically a 2D map. So basically you can fit through spaces that are 32 units or more, but if your direction isn't completely straight, your box will be like skewed to the side, so you won't be able to fit through a really tight space. But if your direction is directly in front, you can fit through a 32 unit space. It doesn't look like you can fit through because like when the camera shows you.
It also wasn't intended. So the reason why I'm falling there is because there are actually these invisible units, well, partially invisible units that block your path.
Mm-hmm.
All the units in the game are infinitely tall, so yeah, they'll block your path. So I'll be attempting a really cool trick here. I hope I get it.
Rocket jump.
A rocket jump. It's not really a jump, it's more of a boost, but we still call it rocket jump because it sounds cool.
Let's do it.
I got hit by a Mancubus ball. That one I just messed up. So the setup is quite precise. And there's also a bunch of enemies firing at me, so...
It's worth trying it a few times because it skips the entire level.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this and like I have to try this until I get it, because honestly, like doing the whole level, it just wastes so much of your time. I keep getting hit by the balls, like
Balls of Fury.
balls of fury. Yeah, I just need to concentrate 1 sec.
Focus. Yeah.
There you go.
So essentially, he got boosted by the rocket, and he floated more so than he jumped over that ledge.
So here I just have to hope I get through. Are they being nice? That wasn't so bad actually.
Whoa, that was
good. Pretty good. So yeah, you want to explain why my screen is white?
Yeah, so the screen is wide because he took a God mode power up. So basically he's invincible for a short duration. Well, short duration.
Well, I picked up the second one there, that's why.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, you can refresh it if you pick a new one.
Mm-hmm.
This level, I'm not doing the world record strat, if anyone's wondering, because the world record strat involves doing a crazy rocket boost, and the setup is so precise, and even the top runners hate doing that trick. So I'll do the old technique, which is what you just saw right now.
Do you hate doing that trick?
Yeah, it's.
So you're a top runner.
Oh, thanks, man. Here too, you can do a rocket jump, a rocket boost to go across this gap over here, up there. I don't want to do it in marathon. It's just not safe. You lose a lot of health because in ultra violence you take a lot of damage. You take more damage than the previous difficulty. So doing a rocket boost, you really hurt yourself. a lot, so I'm not going to be there's a few rocket boosts that I don't do for marathon safety reasons. That was overall not bad, that level. Almost done.
Pretty good so far, actually.
Yeah, except the rocket jump that I missed a few times, but everything else is pretty good.
But then again, you still pulled it off, so it's not bad.
Level 11.
Like 6 tries.
Yeah, this level has the level with the most monsters in Doom 2. This room in particular is hell. The amount of hit scanners, that actually wasn't so bad. This room on Nightmare is almost impossible because on Nightmare, everything is just, the enemies are 2 times faster. It's just hell, that room.
You just look at you and you die.
So here I got the best gun ever,
BFG.
which I won't be using right now.
It is a big,
Fluffy.
Fluffy.
fluffy gun.
Yeah.
Fluffy. Okay, so here there's a big RNG check. There's a Cyber Demon to my left. Hey, Cyber Demon. He can teleport right in front of me and ruin the run. And shoot me.
And he did?
Yeah. He teleported behind me and shot me with rockets.
F in chat, please.
Yeah, this is a run killer right here. Like, if you're doing a single segment run... Oh, see, I got a pinky. That's how... I got the Cyber Demon again. That's actually really bad. 2 in a row like that, this hasn't happened to me in a very long time. I usually get him once, but never 2 in a row. There you go.
There we go.
And that's just... I can't do anything about it. He either spawns in front of you or he doesn't. If he does, your run is over. And single segment runs of this game, you can't die. Because if you die, you have to reload and you can't load. So here there's a nice little jump here that you can do to... I messed it up. There's a nice little jump you can do here to cross the ledge. There you go. You can go in this room full of Cackle Demons, but with one BFT shot, they all get out of your way. There's invisible units there, that's why I'm shooting.
But how do you see them?
You just have to know. Here you can do a
Great
little
game
time
design.
save. You can hit this guy twice, catch the elevator ride, and on your way down you shoot him a 3rd time, and hopefully if your pellets spread correctly, you'll kill him. Of course, like everything else in this game, even the pellet spread of the double barrel shotgun is random. It can sometimes be like a sniper, and sometimes it can be just like a big wolf.
Big wolf.
A big wolf.
Big wolf.
I'm gonna be 2.
I'm trying to attempt a nice little key skip, a key grab here. Failed it. You can grab the key from the other side. Doesn't save much. It saves like maybe 2 seconds. You can grab it if you go fast enough at a correct angle. I just messed it up.
So the way I understand it, I'm gonna try and explain it correctly. For the key grabs is that since he moves so fast, the rate at which the game checks where he is, if he hits a wall, the game is gonna make him bounce him back into the level. But if you go so fast, you can go and hit something that is outside of the wall before the game realizes you're not supposed to be there.
Yep.
So you can grab the item and then it pushes you back into the wall.
Yep. I'm gonna try a new strat here, 2019 strat. Shooting that there, shooting a rocket at this guy, holding left, and just pray. I got it.
Nice.
That's the 2019 strat. So here's another key grab. Oop, I missed up. And I got it. See, bottom right corner of my screen, you can see the little blue icon. Get out of my way.
Also, it says you got a blue key card.
Yeah, it says it in big white there. Oh, save. Sometimes here you can get blocked by units. Nope. Nice. That was good. Those were 2 pretty big RNG checks right there. That first one I did with the rocket, if you fall, usually it's a reset. So that was really good.
Good thing you're at NoReset, man.
Yeah, man.
Someone in chat is asking, how do people figure this stuff out?
By just like any other speed game, you just do it a million times.
Also, Doom is like, what, 30, 35 years old?
No, it's like 94, I think.
94?
I think it's
94,
94.
25. No, it's not. No way.
It's not 94? I think it's 94. 90, yeah, I think it's 94.
Super Metroid released in 94.
So for this next map, the world record strat uses a rocket boost. I will not be attempting the rocket boost. I will be attempting a little slower but much cooler trick. So style points.
By the way, Doom is releasing
You
their
might be
own brand of
wondering-
vodka. Just
When?
I don't know, but they're releasing their own brand of vodka. I thought that was important to mention.
So I'm gonna be killing some monsters here, and I'm gonna be trying a really cool trick. I wish I could explain this, but explaining this trick would take longer than the entire run, so I'm just gonna do it.
93, by the way.
93?
That's Doom 1, though. And Doom 2 was released in 94. So you're right.
Got it. So
Hey!
the world record strat used to use that, I don't even know what that's called, but he changed it up and now uses a rocket boost.
I'll call it a wall glide.
It's like a wall glide, yeah, and honestly, the rocket boost would just take way too much damage. In Marathon, it's not very safe. It's harder to pull, it's quite hard to pull off, so I just wanted to really showcase that awesome trick I learned.
But it looks cool.
It does look cool, and for the longest time I thought whoever did that used to cheat. Like I thought it was just tasks only, but I was wrong. So here I'm doing some 2018 strats.
Outdated.
So basically what I did there is, since this game is actually 2D, everything is infinitely tall. So I was able to activate a switch that is normally obtained by casually going through the level and going all the way up on that like mountain, like not mountain, the wall there. And I was able to press it by aligning myself correctly with the wall and spamming the use button and forward key and putting as many inputs as possible to try and get the perfect angle, because I don't know exactly where that angle is, and you just spam the use key until you get it. There's a visual cue, sorry, an audio cue, and you finish the level like that. We used to go through the secret level, Wolfenstein,
Oh, yeah.
but that's no longer the case.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
That's a good donation incentive, though.
Oh, that I skipped the, yeah. I missed the little glide there. I could have done this faster. So here, there's a nice little glide you can do.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sliding through.
This one's easy. I need to be healthy, so I need to be healthy, so I need to make sure I'm high health. There you go.
Wow.
Let's go.
Easy peasy.
So you notice I'm doing a lot of saves. That's because, like this trick, if you mess up that key, like the way I did it, I basically skipped a line that will spawn a lot of cacodemons, and you don't want that. So I have to have that angle. That's just the pigs down here don't want to be nice.
Nope.
Let's just punch him. So that was unfortunate. When I opened the door there, pigs were blocking my way and I couldn't make my way down to shoot my BFG shot to clear the room. Which sucks because now I'm actually low on BFG cells, so I have to use my rocket here to clear these guys. So I'm just wasting a little bit of time, but you have to clear these. I'll be attempting another 2018 strat to get this. See on my left there's a line key door. So if I align myself correctly, I'm standing in poison, that's why I'm taking damage. Okay, so Jan, remember I told you I discovered something weird today, and I don't know what it is, but I think the save file is corrupted, and when the save file is corrupted, I can't do that trick.
Okay.
So I unfortunately have to load back from the. I have to just load back the level from vanilla. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna contact like the Discord group to find out why that happens.
Yeah, there's a bug in your
There's
game.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but the save file gets corrupted, and I can't keep the angle straight to pull that trick off. I was showing it earlier to someone, and Jan, you remember he ran with you guys,
Movement.
Mooman?
Mm-hmm.
He told me about that trick, and I didn't believe him. I thought he was, I don't know, I just didn't believe him, but it turns out he was right. Let's see.
Damn.
Yeah, it's doing it again. Oh, actually, no, it's not. Let's hope. Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, so unfortunately I had to reset completely there, but I couldn't have continued the run if I didn't do that.
What, mate?
Oh, what did I say?
What'd you do? Banned.
Banned.
Get out of here.
It's funny because I told Jan right before I started this run, I said that.
Yeah, it's real.
That was overkill on that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. You launch the new codes.
So this is a really chill section of the game. You just have to know the pattern. It's always the same. I'm not gonna kill that guy. This is one of the easiest levels in the game. The devs thought they can cleverly hide the key right there. You don't have to do anything for it. The key is just chilling and you just have to go get it. You can soft lock yourself in this room and end your run. This teleporter, you have to slowly enter. If you go too fast, you can actually go over the teleporter. The game won't recognize you're on it and land behind it, and it's you're just dead if you land behind it.
Like
Because you
instant it?
can't- No, you just can't get out.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of pits in this game. If you fall, you just can't get out.
Yeah.
Clever game design, I don't know, but there's a lot of those in this game.
Well, just don't fall.
Just don't fall.
Yeah. Good.
Just don't get hit.
Don't get hit.
Don't fall. Don't take damage of any kind whatsoever.
So I'm gonna be doing another one of those glides from earlier. The problem with this one is I'm on a timer because I'm gonna be entering a room right here. I'm not gonna use the same save file. I'll use, let's say, this one here. All these pinkies, you see those invisible units, they're gonna come and munch on my butt. So I need to make sure I'm fast here, or else. There you go. That was really fast, actually.
Nice.
We have time for a donation or two.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Oh.
We have Peasant Velglage. Oh, I don't know if I said that right.
I think you have to say that again.
I don't think so. For $400 though.
Ooh.
Oh,
To
damn.
win the game, you must beat me, John Romero.
Ooh.
Now we have to.
We have.
And then we have Pumpkin Spice for $30, which says, "You got this, boo boo."
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Pumpkin spice.
I'm guessing that's you.
Who else?
Why are you calling my man Boo? What's going on?
Yeah, I know, right?
What's going on? Gabriel? What's going on?
I don't know, man. You two aren't supposed to be in the same room.
There's a glitch in the matrix.
Okay, so this level is really cool. There's this really cool strat that I'll be using. Hopefully I can get it. I was practicing it like crazy earlier.
You got this. Boo.
Come on. Come on. Number one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite trick in the game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Number two. Oh, I don't know if I have enough health to do this. Oh,
Come on, do the triple, baby.
yeah. So this is triple glides. One.
Oh,
This one's the hardest. If I can get this one, I'm okay.
now.
Every time I get hit, it moves me, and it's not like I have to be standing still. That's the thing with this trick. One,
Let's go.
two.
Oh, let's go, let's go.
Come on, dude.
Come on, game.
Three. Okay. So now there's a rocket boost. So if that wasn't enough, you need to do a rocket boost to squeeze yourself through those
Wow.
bars and end the level.
Nice.
That's
I forgot something, by the way, guys. Those last donation got us through the 4K bar.
Oh,
yeah. Over 4K hype?
Hype. And I mean, obviously, Doom choose a 4K game.
Yeah, man. So this is one of the tricks I hate the most in this game. All I'm doing is holding W. That's all I'm doing. Holding W.
So what's with the occult Doritos over there?
I don't know, but
That's like,
so this trick, I just have to hold W, and I have to hope that the mathematic gods behind the RNG calculate correctly and just push me through. there's a specific angle you hold. You have to glide from the right. You hold W. Sometimes it takes 5 seconds. Sometimes it takes 3 minutes.
Do you want some chips, by the way?
Some chips?
Alright.
Oh, I got it through.
Oh,
Did you see that?
Oh,
What?
That actually worked.
Did you wave your arms and I got through?
Yeah, I did the Jedi thing.
I saw that.
Someone flipped that shit because I was on
That
point.
was awful. I saw that at the corner of my eye, man. I'm gonna save that.
Oh man, call me Qui-Gon Dim.
Oh. Yo, dim.
Oh, what up? Obi-Wan Kenobi virus.
So another RNG check. So there's a Mancubus to my right, and he just shot. He's not supposed to shoot. This guy right here, stay nice. He cannot shoot. If he shoots, bad.
If he shoots, he scores.
He didn't shoot.
No shit.
No.
I think he didn't shoot. He can still shoot though.
Run.
And he shot. I can hear them. All right, he shot. See, the barrels aren't. They all blew up. So basically, if he doesn't shoot, okay, if he shoots the barrels, it's a reset because this parkour I have to do is way too long. So it's always a reset when you're trying to go for a PP. If he does not shoot, what you can do is a really cool wall glide using those barrels. Because remember, everything is infinitely tall in Doom, including those dozens and dozens of barrels that are at the beginning of the level. So you can use those to glide yourself to have to like not do all this.
Music's cool.
Yeah, this is a straight ripoff from Alice in Chains.
You got the BFG 9000. Oh yeah.
All right, so this next level is a very famous level in Doom, the Chasm. There was recently a video about how the world record of this particular level went down over the years, from 2 minutes down to I think it's 33 seconds, and the world record is insane for this run.
Something about it, the way that time is actually calculated.
Something about the way time is actually calculated. Something about how these ledges were a great game design. If you fall, most of the time it's game over, because a lot of times you can't get out. Especially here in this room, if you fall, a casual run, if you fall, you cannot get out. You just
Great game
if
design.
you didn't save, well, too bad. You gotta start over. So this room, every marathon, I do really badly in this room. So let's. All right, I got out.
That was pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna do some nice 2019 stuff for you guys here. There's a really insane trick you can do. There's a lot of RNG involved though, because
There's a lot of enemies.
a lot of enemies. See, this guy right here, he needs to get out. He can't keep blocking me. I'm gonna be wall gliding on that wall behind me that I just showed. Going at a very specific angle and hopefully not dying. I'm being blocked. There you go.
Wow, nice.
Wow.
That was actually not bad. 2 attempts. Nice. So my run is definitely very unsafe this year compared to all my other years. But I really worked hard to get those little cool tricks to show you guys. Especially like the map, the wall glides, that one right there. Just a lot of neat stuff. This is probably my most hated level in all of Doom. This level, I don't know what they were thinking, but it's just not fun to play casually. It also has it's called Blood Falls. When I was a kid, I was like a little terrified from this level.
Are you now?
We're gonna see, yes, we're gonna see a big BFG shot here. Yeah. Oof, whole room is gone.
So a fun fact about the BFG, for those who don't know, it kills all the on-screen enemies, but it does when the projectile hits. So you can shoot like at the wall and then turn around and look at a bunch of enemies and they all die.
My god, I've never had this much trouble in this room, wow. Only in a marathon, right?
It's never happened before.
This never happened before. This level is quite dangerous. There's a lot of things that can kill you in this level. Very tight corridors, a lot of enemies in a small space. Enemies block you, you can't go around them, so there's a lot of spots where you can die here. Another BFG shot right there. Ammo and health. So I'm gonna slowly approach this key, because if you step too close, you will trigger a lot of enemies to spawn in the level. So I do it that way so that on my way back, anyways, there's gonna be a lot of enemies, but at least there won't be as many as if I didn't do that. This is level 26, by the way, out of 30, for those who are wondering. Here you can do a nice, it's called thing running, where you run, where you kind of, you saw how I just jumped over that ledge? It's because there's actually a lost soul at the bottom, and that trick is only possible in ultraviolence, and you just kind of, remember, everything is infinitely tall, and you just kind of glide your way. So this trick, Jan, you want to explain it? It's really cool.
Which one is it? With the teleport?
Yeah, the archvile that...
Yeah. So the you're gonna see an enemy is called archvile, and the way it works is well,
This guy.
what he wants is to have him step into in front of the door so it can the monster can open it for you.
Yes. That was actually not
Nice.
bad. At AGDQ this year, that trick took 2.5 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Or like something like 2 minutes because the archvile just wasn't cooperating. That's another instance in Doom where you just have to sit and pray that the thing goes your way.
And also it can walk into the teleport, which is right next to it, and if he does, he can't come back.
Yeah, that's what happened in AGDQ.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for King Dime. He was the one running, and the look of disappointment on his face was unmeasurable. So this level means a lot to me. Both my brothers love this level, and just because they loved it when I was growing up, I also loved it. Because you kind of you look up to your brothers, right? And I really like this level. It's a really cool design, and it has a really interesting and very unique aspect to it, where in order to complete the level, you have to shoot a wall with a gun that has bullets. That one right there.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Living end.
That map 29, I do not like. This level is very, very long. Even like casually and speedrun, this level is very long. There's lots of like little intricate things. So going up these tight ledges, there's something called bumping or elastic collisions. Yeah, it's called elastic collisions, and it's a default in the Doom engine. And what happens is when you're on those tight ledges, you can just be bumped off, and there's nothing you can do about it. If it happens, it just happens, and I'm really happy that it happened this time.
I think it might be related to what I explained before, when you go fast and you hit a wall and the game pushes you back into the room.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with that too, because sometimes it happens, like 2-3 runs in a row, and then sometimes it just never happens. So, like these tight ledges right here, you kind of gotta go slowly so you don't get bumped off. I'm just gonna save one last time here, because the fall here, you waste a lot of time. So like Jan explained earlier, the BFG is really interesting on how you shoot it. Oops, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have taken the rocket launcher. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna grab this suit so I take less damage.
When they die, they do the same sound as in Crash Bandicoot. You take the mask. Oh, go Right.
Crash Bandicoot. We had that game earlier, no? Like yesterday?
Yeah, actually we did. Friday.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch. So your BFG placements have to be really on point like that, or else these kinds of rooms can really, really drain you out. So the archvile, I don't know if we explained, but the archvile can only hit you if he sees you at the end of his attack animation.
Yeah, basically if you want to dodge his attacks, you have to line up beside him. He starts a burning animation on you, and then if you hide like behind a wall or somewhere he cannot see you, can hurt you.
So I'm not doing the world record strat in this room, which is to skip that switch I just did, plus this one here. They just do a very, very, very precise rocket boost to just skip to the end. But considering my health and marathon, I do not want to do that. So I'm just gonna grab the health and just do it the old way, which is just kind of squeezing through. There you go. That was nice.
That's a long level, man.
This level is super long,
It's so
man.
long.
It's super long.
Can I
If
get
this
some
level casually, you
donation
get
here?
lost. Man. So last level.
There's a quick kill for that. Are you gonna attempt the one cycle or whatever it is?
I'm gonna try, yeah.
We got a donation, by the way. Does he have time, or you'd rather wait?
No, we'll time it. Oh, I got hit by the. That's really unfortunate. I got hit by the art. There you go. So what you want to do is basically you want to land on this platform that I landed, because the first time it raises, it's raising very slowly. See, like this. So you can time multiple rocket jumps, rocket shots to. I only got 2. Okay, so one more and that should be it. Yeah, time is gonna happen soon, by the way.
On the last hit of the Icon of Sin.
It's actually when I lose control of my character. I'll let you
Okay.
know. And time's gonna be now.
Time.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Good run, good run. So we got a couple
Overall, that
donation
wasn't
at the end here. We have Jeremy with $5 who says, "Did you know there are more airplanes in the sea than submarines in the sky?" We have Mart SR with 753 who says #222 and kind of missed the mark.
Oh.
And he went again and goes for $5 and says #222 Priester. Yeah.
222
He-
for life.
He did it.
So I will
happy,
now
yes.
pay respects to that $400 donation we had earlier.
Yeah, that was great. That was your brother, wasn't it?
Hell yeah.
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 So how you want to do this? Which weapon should I do? Should I use?
Rocket launcher.
But he always dies with a rocket launcher.
Yeah, exactly. No, I say like BFG that motherfucker.
The BFG. All right.
Oh yeah. That's what you get for trying to make me your bitch, John Romero.
And that's the creator of the game right there.
Boom. Just head on the spike.
There you go.
There we go. It's done.
He's done.
We killed John Romero.
GG.
By the way,
200% kills.
recently, John Romero came out with a mega wad for the game called Sigil. It's essentially an extra chapter, and that's pretty cool. Have you looked into it?
Yeah, Doom Sigil. My brother actually bought the box.
Yeah, that was great.
Dylan also bought it. The person who ran right before me. And I haven't played it yet, but I plan on speedrunning it because it's only 8 minutes, the world record. So it also has really interesting mechanics. So I might look into speedrunning that Doom Sigil.
Awesome.
It's an expansion for a 26-year-old game.
Nice. So, well, before you was Dino Crisis 2. Now we had Doom 2. Coming up next is Postal 2.
Postal.
Oh yeah.
To complete
Been waiting.
222 block.
Been
Oh,
waiting for that
I
for
like
a
that.
long
The 222
time.
block. I like
Oh
that.
yeah. So yeah. Remember when your parents used to tell you don't run with scissors?
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So
Postal.
stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Dim, for having me. Thanks for being
Gab.
on the couch. Yan and Zim, best
It was a
couch duo. I
pleasure.
couldn't have asked for a better couch duo.
Oh man, thanks.
The run went relatively okay. There were a couple of bloopers here and there, but
Dude, your 10
I had
minutes
that
of
weird
rest,
glitch.
man.
I had to restart. I'm gonna look into that.
All right, all good, man.
All right.